Hello. Okay. Before we get started with the gameplay, okay. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Hang on. I just remembered something. As you know, we are playing Keyframes. This is like part 4, because the demo actually is the entire spring, first spring of the game, which the entire first spring is just like the end of spring. It was spring semester. But hang on. I have some links to share, because if you are curious about the game yourself, here's Keyframes, Steam, and I think I'll separate these so that we can. So they're on Steam, and then if you wanted to get Keyframes on itch.io, we have that. I guess I should probably have made some bots do this. It's okay. Where'd it go? Here we go. And then I like to also mention Intertwine, because I liked Intertwine, and person who made Intertwine worked on this game. Oops. So it is also, if you want to play Intertwine, which let me show you the poster for it, because it's in here. There's the little poster for Intertwine, which we're going to talk about the pictures in a second. I just want to make sure I get everything in really fast. Okay, so the thing I also want to talk about is that they did a compatibility quiz Keyframes. So Blank House, they released a compatibility quiz with the love interest of Keyframes. So let's see. Keyframes compatibility quiz. Oops. And so there's that, which I did take the quiz. I did take it. And so here is, I'll show you my results. I have them here. So first, we'll go over Jamie first, because I got low compatibility with Jamie. But it says, you have low compatibility with Jamie. You might find yourself at odds with his sense of humor or struggle to be as upfront with your feelings as he may like. This doesn't mean that there's no chance, but it does mean that you may need to cast aside your desire to give in to his every whim, even when he doesn't like hearing it. And low-key, it felt like it was like telling me that I should have just gone with my initial gut feeling of not looking away. You remember in the study room a couple weeks ago when we were playing in the study room, the character was looking at him, and then when he kind of notices the character looking at him, you have the options to quickly look away, so it's like, oh, I don't want to be caught staring, or to continue looking. And he seemed annoyed with that, so I was like, okay, we'll just look away then. Because I was thinking, I initially was like, I think for someone like Jamie, you should not look away. And maybe I was right, but I didn't stick with it. So yeah, that was on Jamie. And then here's my Elio results. Excuse me. It says, you have moderate compatibility with Elio. You have a lot of consideration for the people around you, but that may sometimes be at odds with the fantasy of reciprocation that you have in your head, and sometimes what that might look like with him. Having a little perspective and knowing just how much of yourself to give will help you live, laugh, and love with him. So yeah, so that was Elio. Moderate compatibility is pretty good, be at odds with the fantasy of reciprocation. I think I kind of get it. I think that kind of is accurate a little bit, but I also kind of am still processing of what else it would look like then. Okay. Yeah, so there's that. And then, of course, we have Percy And these are the results on the first try, by the way. Like, when you get the results, they give you all three of them. Like these, I can't click on them here because these are just my screenshots. But if you click on these, their heads. Oh, you can't. Wait, I just realized you can't see the mouse. If you click on their heads, wait, let me show you. I have a star here. If you click on these heads of theirs, it switches the screens when you take the quiz. So when you take the quiz, it'll have them there, and then you can just click on their heads, and that'll show you who's who. Yeah, I have a star here because I'm not really sure. Because it feels blank up here, but at the same time, the stars feel like, because there's the stars back there already. Anyway, let me read this. It says, you have high compatibility with Percy. You're often considerate and have a tendency to think about what your partner needs at any given moment. Between that, your penchant for fun, and a healthy sense of humor, the two of you probably would get along well. That is, if his scootering didn't put you off at the start. And that's good. It's funny because like I was taking it because I was like, what if I have a low compatibility with? Well, I didn't know there was I didn't know exactly how it was gonna work out, but I was like, I had no idea who I was gonna have the high, like who was gonna be like this person of, because it's called like a matchmaker. It's like Keyframes matchmaker. Again, I put the link over there in the chat. So if you're curious and you want to see whose compatibility, I was looking at the comments and stuff of other people. Some people mentioned having like high with both Percy and Jamie, and I wonder what that looks like. Like if it's like they took it and they got it on the first try. It's like you have a high compatibility with Percy, you have a high compatibility with Jamie, and then I can't remember if they said they had moderate or low for but like it's interesting, if it's like you can have high with two of them. Because I wonder what else it would say then, right? Like, I don't know though. I don't know. That's part one. I wanted to talk about the compatibility quiz, because yeah, because I took it and then I didn't have anyone to talk to about it. because I don't. I don't have them. But I got my sisters to take at least the personality quiz. One of my sisters got spring and the other one got winter. But their triangles were interesting, and I don't have the picture on here right now, but I can give you a kind of a demonstration of it in a second. Before we go over that, I want to go over these. I got them. I got all 3 pictures, and maybe you didn't immediately notice the difference, but see, because this is the original picture I got. And then I got this picture. And I was looking at it because at first I was just like, I clicked back on the things to see the thing, and I was like, wait. Because, okay, what happened was, I doing my playthrough, because you remember I said that I have a playthrough that's exactly the same, but one of the relationship dynamics is set differently. I'm just playing there to see how different it might be with that. And they didn't retake the picture, so like on the room, I don't know if you've noticed before. Hang on. I don't know if you noticed before, but in the room, hang on. I definitely have a save of her room. Okay, here we go. See, in the room, there's these pictures, right? When you get a CG, the pictures show up here. And in my main one, I have 2 pictures, one here, one here. But in the one that's a copy of the main one, the one difference, they didn't get this picture here. But I was finishing up some other playthroughs that I have there to have the study session. Because, there's 3 different things you could have done in the green. You could have gone to the horses, you could have gone to the plants, you could have checked out what the coop was. And when I finished one of them, the picture was taken again. And I was like, wait, what? So when I went to go look, there's 2 pictures there, but also in the so when I came over here to look, I was like, what? And I had gotten this one, and then this was the second one I got. And I was like, oh. And I was like, oh, there's a difference. And then this one. This is what you, yeah. So collect all the CGs. So one thing I'm thinking about though, because like I have another playthrough where instead of going to hang out with Percy and Elio, I stay to hang out with Deja and Cam and Jamie. But I was like, maybe I should wait to finish it because I want my stream pictures to show up first, you know? Because, like, I don't know if it's where it's going to go, you know? And I don't know if it, like, has a specific order, but because this one has variants. But I want to see where all the pictures go before I get the other variants. And also, I don't know if the variants change, I don't know if the variants change location. I don't know. Right now I'm assuming that it'd probably be like these and then boop, 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 boop. But I don't know for sure. Because, yeah, I don't know. We're gonna find out. Right, okay, so where am I actually? I am right here actually. Pretty sure this is the right save file. Yeah. Let me check the calendar. If I can check the calendar and it's the right day. Yeah, that's the right save file. I thought so. Which, before we go on, I wanted to talk about this. Okay, so if you recall, my triangle was like, it went to these points and it went to like this one at the beginning. Wish I had something to like fill that space in. Hang on. Let's bring this back a little bit, but like, no, because it's too big. Oh wait, maybe if I, hang on. So my triangle was like, hang on. It was like right there, right? Like it goes to the 2 points there. It didn't go up there at all, and it was like 2 points down here. Oops. I've slid something and I don't know what I slid. Anyway, my sister who got winter, hers was a lot like that, but it was over here. So it was like a point here, 2 points here. But my sister who got spring, hers was very different. It was like, okay, I'm just gonna use this to lock off stuff. No, it's too oddly shaped. Hers was more like, it had 2 points over here for charisma. Then it was 1 point for confidence and 1 point for composure. So it was like a scalene triangle. Oh, that's not too bad. It was like, yeah, so it was like a scalene? Yeah, because ours were isosceles triangles. There was an isosceles triangle down here. Oh, also the colors are slightly different. So there's an isosceles triangle down here, an isosceles triangle this way, and then a scalene triangle where it was like point here to here and then there, and that was their starting stats. And that's so interesting. Gotta get my best friend to play to see what she gets. So far, none of us are summer. Well, anyways, where we left off, I can't pull up the log. Where we left off, the group is at the student government festival, spring festival. It's like the end of the semester festival. It's very important to our bestie Deja, who is on the student government, because it kind of like at the school how well the president and vice president, Deja's vice president, does at the fest kind of shows if people think they're fit to be continue to be president and vice president for the next semester. I think it was something like that. Anyways, so Deja's busy. So we're hanging out with our friend Cam. This is them right here. And we're hanging out with the 3 love interests, Percy, Jamie, and Elio. And we're just playing games. They wanted to split up, but we did not split up. We stayed together as a group. And we play lots of games. And right now we're playing this game where they stand on these and they're supposed to like whack each other off and stuff. And Cam and I are the final two. And Cam just did an awesome monologue. And we're gonna play into the dramatics. We're gonna play along. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm still curious about what happens if you win, but I don't want to not play along. You know. I'm curious. The thing about this game is I also can't rewind. I can't rewind in this game. Like when I play Our Life, I can rewind. This game said no. Face your consequences. Face the consequences of your actions. And so that's why I have so many saves. Okay, let's see what happens if you play along. Wait! Just as Cameron, oh my gosh, I could read. Just as Cameron tried to lunge forward, you called out. Surprised, they stopped, watching as you reached out a hand and dropped your weapon. The lance fell into the pit, and you took a step back, your heels slipping over the edge of your platform. No! Wait, no, you can't. I can. Let me do this for you, Cameron. Zora! You forced your expression into a grim, regretful smile, even as laughter threatened to bubble up. I'll go to the other side first, but when you get home, you tell everyone that we made it to the end, together. No more fighting, no more loss. I'm counting on you. Cameron reached out, but it was too late. Crossing your arms over your front, you stepped back into thin air, falling into the blocky abyss. No! The foam cubes accepted you into their embrace, and you sank out of sight with a stifled giggle. When you resurfaced, you spotted Percy tossing a water bottle, which Cameron promptly caught and upended over their own head. Their knees hit the platform, and they reared back, yowling their despair to the pits of heavens. This is the dramatics, the reenactment. This is the kind of yes-anding that I imagine friend groups have. No! So goofy. Wow. As you all filed away from the equipment return table, Percy clapped his hands with a satisfied sigh. He had a particularly refreshed smile, looking for all the world as he just emerged from a spa instead of a foam pit battle royale. I don't know about you, but now that we've beaten out of each other with big sticks for a while, I feel like our friendships are stronger than ever. I'm just tired mostly. Not that it wasn't worth it. Your wandering took you to the other end of the green, where students sprawled on empty patches of grass to catch a break. The food trucks were nearby, but before that... Ooh, all right, step up, get dunked by a friend or dunk your friends. It's the SGB Quiz Show Spectacular, here on the green on this fine spring day. You there, you fine individual, you look like someone with an unfinished college education. Even through a megaphone, you knew that drawling voice. Up on a raised platform nearby was someone wearing a wide-brimmed straw hat, swinging a cane lazily back and forth. Behind them was a festival's dunk tank, a sturdy cylindrical pool with an open-top mesh cage around it. Inside, an empty seat on a hinged arm waited for its next occupant. No takers? Shame. Oh, hey Zora, and Cameron too. Don't think I don't see you down there. Is that? It certainly is. Come on, get over here. Don't forget, I literally know where you live. They lean down from their raised seat, gesturing with the sweep of their hair. That said hair, that says cane. Oh my gosh. Gesturing with the sweep of their cane for you to approach. What gleam they lacked in their eye, the she/her pin on her collar certainly made up for it. Hey, Macy. Friend of yours? She's my RA. She's my RA. My RA. My RA. My RA. She's my RA. Yeah, I said that weirdly. Anyway, righto. How's my favorite kid? Having fun, Laura? What are you doing out here? Counting the seconds, filling in for someone else. Deja roped you into this? Mm-hmm. Drop this cane in my hands, and here we are. Who are these guys? Sorry, water. Percy. Nice to meet you. He, him. I'm Elio, also he, him. And Jamie, same as the other two. Nice, nice. Say, would any of you be interested in a game? A dunking game? You got it. I'd rather not be yelling for people to step right up all day, and you kids look like looks like you'll boost the energy for me, if you get my drift. I think we get it, but come on. You don't want to send a friend into the you don't want to send a friend into the drink? Laura, talk some sense into your friends, would you? I'll be up here. She waved the megaphone langoriously, and you turned to the others with a rueful look. Macy was so even-keeled that she'd listen with barely a blink. Oh my gosh, I can read. Macy was so even-keeled that she'd listen with barely a blink, then proceed as if no protest had been issued in the first place. You were almost guaranteed to be up on that stage in the next 5 minutes. So, what are we thinking? I'm thinking this is unnecessary. I think this is a classical festival thing. We might never get the chance to do this again. I'm with Elio on this. Could be fun if we play that quiz as a group. Yeah, we're gonna play. I decided that I could saving over the non-option choices first, because I saved options for a reason. Why I saved other things, I don't know, and I hope there wasn't like I did multiple options and I was trying to see something there. All right, the options here are: there's no way you'd pass up on an opportunity like this. Like Jamie, you don't see the appeal in a reverse dunk game. We're gonna play. Put me in, coach. Okay, well, who's joining Zora for a swim? I'm not. Let's throw for it. Yeah, okay. Sorry, Jamie. Are you? Not if I beat you fair and square. All right, put 'em up. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. 3 completely nonsensical gestures landed in open palms, and you and Cameron stood quietly aside as the other 3 descended into a whirlwind of philosophical discussion. Jackhammer beats Boulder. Oh no, this isn't Boulder, it's Balloon. I just flew out of the way. Nuclear fission beats both of you. I thought we made atom bomb an illegal move. I didn't say atom bomb. You might as well have. The argument flew completely over yours and Cam's head in a flurry, requiring another 2 rounds of play to resolve. Somehow, when the dust had settled, Percy had ended up with the short straw, having been consigned to a stint in the dunk tank to repent for particularly egregious move. I hope I said that right. You five got it settled? Which one of you is coming up? Climbing into the seat was the easiest part. You settled your hands around the nylon straps that held it steady, while Macy popped the door shut and climbed back into her own chair. How's the water, Zora? Under me? Not for long. Okay, and we're officially off. Pardon me while I put on my festival voice. Our challengers are outside the tank will have 4 chances to send their friend here into the water. Whichever side answers my questions faster will tip the scales in their favor. Get it? Oh, goodness. There's a timed option. Let me say it before this. Hang on. Hold the phone. Also, isn't the interface on this game so cute? I think I have to say it every time, just in case you didn't know how cute this interface was. Look at it. Look at it. Here's the log. The log is so neat. You just can't look at the log during options. If our defender inside the tank answers fast enough, they stay high and dry. If the challengers answer faster, you're going down. Easy as that. Makes sense? Can you repeat that? You'll learn it as you go. Let's start. A stack of flashcards appeared in Macy's hands, and she flicked it to the first question without ceremony. Question 1. I'm putting a $100 sweater on sale for 35% off. Say we have a promotion too. An extra 10% off sale. What's the new price tag say? Okay, wait, this is math. Is it cheating if I do the math before I click? No, because I think the timer is going to time, so I have to find my answer. So this is strategy. This is strategy. I'm looking for a blank paper to write on. Give me a moment. If you hear all this noise, that's okay. I don't need this envelope, probably. I have a notebook right here, actually. Why did I use this notebook? Yeah, we'll just use the back of the notebook. Oh, this pencil doesn't have any. Okay. So we have a $100 sweater. It's on a 35% off sale. So 35% of 100 is 35. So now that means it's $65. Yes, it's currently $65. And then an extra 10% off. Is that 10% off of the 65 or the 100? Because if it's off of the 100, then that's minus 10 and it becomes $55. But if it's off of the 65, that's like what, 6.5 off, which would make it 15. No, that's okay. Hang on. 10 minus 5 is 5. That became a 4. Then it became a 14. 14 minus 6 is 8. That's 5. Oh, goodness. These numbers are too close. Okay, so it's either going to be $55 or $58.50. Because, off sale price. An extra 10% off sale price right there. So it's $58.50. That's what my math got me. And I could be wrong, but let's find out. Math? Seriously, Macy? I don't even have a pen. I got this. Disqualification. He's minoring. I'll allow it. Woo! 58.50. That's just when I clicked right. I kind of just was like, oh, those are the numbers. Percy called out the answer at almost the exact same time as you, and Macy grinned as she motioned to the timer. Stalemate. Next. Question 2. Name one member of your student government. Oh, I got this, guys. It's Deja. Oh, but does Deja have a last name? Deja does have a last name. Oh no, what's Deja's last name? It's probably gonna appear. What if I don't know Deja's last name? Okay, then there's also Raina. I don't remember her last name either. What? Oh, I have to type it in. Boo! Softball question! You could have said it faster than me, but you didn't. Question 3. Let's pull one from the back of the list. What's the official name of this festival we're at right now? Oh, shoot. Okay. I think it's the Student Government Spring Fest? Oh, Spring Fest. You said that so fast. Deja's been talking about it for months. I have it memorized. And a good thing for you, too. And our last question. What's the campus fight chant? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh. Macy hit a button. You leaned back on your precarious seat, grinning victoriously as the tank door swung open. Congrats on surviving. Though, I think everyone watching is kind of disappointed. Do with that knowledge what you will. I didn't answer the last question, though. And who's our unlucky participant for round 2? No bargaining. Go on, get. With a roll of his eyes and a shrug of his shoulders, Percy trudged over to the tank. When he was seated, he leaned forward, then gestured with a princely wave of his hand. All right, peasants, let's see what you've got. The higher they are, the harder they fall. What's that? I thought I heard an ant speaking. All right. Enough trash talk. You guys need me to repeat the rules? Nah, we got this. All right. Whew. Okay, wait. All right, here's the first question. What's the name of the individual who, while escaping the labyrinth, flew too close to the sun with their wax wings? Wax wings? Look. Okay, listen. Is this about Icarus? Or is this something else? Because I don't know much about Icarus, but I know that Icarus is the one who flew too close to the sun, but I don't... What happened to the math questions? I skipped them. Better hurry and answer. Ah. Alright, I know it's not Achilles. One of the other two, too slow, bud. Second question's a softball again. What's our campus mascot? Oh shoot! What color was it? Dang it! I got the wrong color. Hopefully you looked around the fairgrounds. I didn't look anywhere. How much does it cost to play rollerball? $2 per play. So that's the roll ball, right? Wait. $2. Stalemate. Next. And lastly, what are the full names of our school founders? Our school founders. Oh, Rin Meyer, right? Oh no, I don't know this one. Oh, okay. My reign is ended. A clunk, a splash, and a waterlogged yell. Then Percy reappeared at the tank's edge, laughing as he shook a heavy curtain of water out of his hair. Once he was back, So did I get that one right then? Yeah, Tyra Wynn and Ida Meyer. I don't know, I was looking at this one, I was just like, that feels like it's right. I skimmed all of them, but oh my goodness. Once he was back on dry land, he shoved his hands into his pockets and sauntered over, looking as cool and collected as he could be, while his footsteps squelched in the grass. And he'll go down in history as... Oh my gosh. I've said it before, now my brain blanked on it. Tazaki? Tazaki. And he'll go down in history as Tazaki, the first king of Dunkland. Tazaki the first, king of Dunkland. Buried at sea, no less. The last of his name. Congrats, and thanks for playing. Macy, you know your festival voice sounds the same as your regular voice, right? Therein lies the joke, my little fella. Therein lies the joke. With a twirl of her cane and a tap of her hat, Macy waved the five of you on from the platform, her unfazed smile tinged with amusement. If you see anyone else who want a turn, send them my way, okay? Will do, Macy. Have fun up there. And you have fun down there, Zora. You trailed away from the small platform with one last wave for your RA. For your RA. Oh no. Oh, I can't say RA properly. And then you were out in the emptier part of the lawn that led toward the festival's platoon of food trucks. It's been a while. How about we grab something to eat? There was a chorus of assent. And so you hurried over to the back end of the green. Here, overlapping aromas of savory and sweet vied for attention, undercut with a current of greasy fried goodness. Thanks to the SGB, you're eating for free. The boys split off immediately as their tastes led them to different trucks. You and Cameron stuck together, wandering in a different direction. Ah, if only this much variety was available at all events you attended. But there surely wasn't enough budget for that. You'd have to enjoy the feast while it lasted. There you are. Are you still waiting for food? Hey, yeah, I should be out soon. What'd you get? Luckily, every vendor here worked fast. By the time you and Cam had each gotten your meals, Elio, Percy, and Jamie had reappeared with their own food and drink in hand. Finding seats was a little trickier. Eventually, you found a clear patch of grass and you settled in. Elio, tell me you didn't get 5 of the same taco. There were 6. I ate one while I was walking. Trade you? Yeah, just... Here, take a bite out of this side. Jamie, I have to know which truck you went to. Why? Because you're eating an entire wedge of lettuce? It has dressing on it. Do you want some of my fries? Stomachs growled collectively, and you all quickly tucked in. Thanks to the warm sunlight, anyone who'd been in the dunk tank dried fairly quickly, at least to the point they'd no longer be leaving puddles where they walked. I mean, I got a hype about the obstacle course, but seriously, how'd they get authorization for all the moving parts? That's what I was thinking. I suppose that is what the waivers are there for. Still, the construction was quite impressive. And we got such a dramatic confrontation scene during the jousting game. Cam, are you sure you didn't rehearse that before you got here? I never. I was just shouting whatever I could think of. Maybe so, but it was quite entertaining nonetheless. I have Percy to thank for that water bottle. I saw your vision, and I shared it. I'm glad I could contribute. And I don't think I didn't see you getting as far away as possible at the start. I did do that. And they tried to corner me. It was all a part of a carefully crafted plan, trust me. A stack of paper trays, napkins, and wrappers rose in your midst, reaching its maximum height right as the music overhead died down. Hello, hello. How are we doing, YMU? Yeah, I didn't know whose voice to do, but we'll see. We'll see. Heads turned, yours included. Over in the distance, a familiar figure stood in front of a microphone on a small stage. Probably, is that? Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's probably Raina. Then I got confused really quick. I hope you're all having fun. We all worked hard to set up the venue, so please enjoy it to the fullest. For those of you still raring to go, we'll be open all the way till sunset. But before I let you get back to it, get your tickets out, everyone. It's time to announce our raffle winners. We got extra raffle tickets because we did the human pretzel, which if you don't know what the human pretzel is, it's that game where everyone is holding hands, but they're all tangled because you're in a group. You throw your hands out, hold hands, and you have to untangle yourselves without releasing your hands. It is! Come on! Elio bolted to his feet, and the rest of you followed, gathering up the last of your meals and running after him. Like heck any of you were about to miss this. You made it to the edge of the crowd, right as a giant clear plastic ball was unveiled, filled with paper tickets. I'll be drawing tickets one at a time. If you get a match, let us know. Be loud, be proud. Then you'll head over to the SG booth to pick out a prize. Just look for the banner. Now, are we ready? A corresponding crescendo of whoops and yells rippled across the green. You quickly dug into your pockets for your own ticket, holding it up with your thumb underlining the numbers printed on it. And our first prize will go to... As the first string of numbers were read, you sat back with a sigh. It wasn't the end of the world. Not yet. There'd be more drawings. Any luck? Believe me, you would have known if I won. Yulia only groaned a little, watching as the winner ran off towards the prize tent. That's gonna be us soon. Yeah? I feel it in my gut. I surely hope so. Enjoy your spoils. Let's get our next winner over there too. Raina's voice was an effortless siren's call, and the crowd kept quiet as she pulled the next lucky ticket. This time, when she was done reading, nobody stepped forward. Guess they left. Bummer. We move on, folks. And she dunked her hand into the ball once more. The suspense was all but killing Elio, who hunched over a pair of tickets with grim focus. Percy was lying back in the grass, barely paying attention, either because he trusted Elio or because he'd sunken into a food coma. It was hard to tell. On your other side, Cameron glanced anxiously at their ticket every few seconds. Jamie was more discreet, managing to wait a few minutes between peeks at his own ticket. All right, give it up for... Like clockwork, everyone dunked their heads to read along. You smothered a little chuckle. Even the most astute of you couldn't resist double-checking when it came down to it. Then your eyes and brain both stopped working as you blinked at your own ticket. It matched. Oh, shoot. Anyone out there? Who's our winner this time? Oh, it's me. I have the ticket. Okay. Heck yeah, Zora. A few hollers and cheers was all it took to alert Raina. Even from this far, you had a ways to go to the prize tent. And as she waved you onward with a smile, Elio and Cam turned with wide grins. You did it! You actually did it! Did what? It was random chance. Low-key, I was thinking about that. I was like, it's funny because it's like I didn't do much. But I did get us those extra tickets. So maybe it's because we got the extra raffle tickets. Exactly, it's the victory of victories. Okay. It doesn't look like we can come with you, so meet up later? Yeah, of course. With that, you hurried by the stage, grinning sheepishly as Raina shot you a fond, exasperated smile. The SGB booth was a short walk beyond, and who was waiting for you there? Why, there was only one answer. Well, I can't say I'm surprised. We already know you have the weirdest luck. Deja gave a rare, unfiltered chuckle, shaking her head as she stood with one hand on a cocked hip. You knew your win had been purely by chance. When you saw the smile on her face, you couldn't help but wonder if, just maybe. Did you put my number in there more than after I tried to pull something the last time and you told me no? She snorted, not at all fazed as she shook her head once more. Trust me, Raina did not put me anywhere near the raffle itself. I'm just in charge of prizes. But is anyone complaining? With a sweep of one arm, she gestured to the vast array of objects packed into the tent behind her. With the other hand, she gave you a pamphlet containing a compact list of the entire inventory. She hadn't been kidding when she said she'd pull every string she could find. There were gift cards and vouchers, of course, but there were plenty of material prizes too, suitable for a wide range of ages and interests. Anything catching your eye, or do you need a second? You wouldn't rush your beloved roommate, would you? Not unless a line starts. But you're fine for now. I do consultations for a small fee, of course. She winked and you snorted as you flipped the page. The prize was yours to take, but would it be yours to keep? There was nothing stopping you from gifting whatever you chose to someone else. Okay, see, I kind of... I'll be completely honest. I did consider, like, is there any way we can get a prize that we can share with everyone? So this looks like you can get a prize for yourself, or you can get a prize as a gift for someone. But then I have to choose who to get a gift for. And you know me, I have to single in on either Deja or Cameron. So we saved there. I'm gonna see what the options are, right? Like if the options are different between who you're trying to get a prize for. But it's not every day you get to take something. It's not every day that I win something. Like, let's see, how many things have I won? I won a raffle in 3rd grade where I won a bike. In middle school, I got a trophy thing for a documentary short film me and a friend did. Okay, it was your win. You were looking for something to take home. Victories were sweeter when shared. You'd get something for someone else. But I can't get something for everyone else, so I should probably just take the win. But I'm curious. I want to see what happens. As you search through the prize catalog, you decide to take... Okay, so these are the options if we choose for someone else, right? Spices, herbs, and infused sugars from a specialty shop downtown. A street sign in Rin Meyer's colors. A get 10 for the price of 1 voucher for the local bookstore. 3 sets of his and hers mugs. 6 in total. That is something that can be shared with the whole group. That is something that can be shared with the whole group. Though we'd have to figure out who gets what. 6 in total. What? An open world video game, a backyard telescope complete with tripod, a food tour for 2 scheduled to go all over Fairfield. Okay. Okay, before I decide on this, we're gonna load again. We're gonna load and we're gonna see if the options are much different if we get something for ourselves. Oh no. They're the same. Sorry, I lost my water can. It's in front of me again. I thought they might be the same, but I also wasn't sure because it could have been something different. But if we get the 3 sets of his and her mugs, can we share them with the whole group? Wait. Yeah, I'm on load. Wait. There's 6 of us. Because the food tour, we can only share with one person, and the 10 for the price of 1 voucher for the bookstore. That means one person's getting 1. 2 people are getting. No, one person's get. 2 times 5 is 10. There's 6 of us. We divide 6 into 10. Okay, hold on. I need to open up a calculator now. I know, I did those other percentages so quick and easy because it was pretty simple work, but I'm like, wait. So 10 divided by 6 is 1. Everyone gets 1 book, but I think like 4 people maybe get 2. I think. It feels like all this stuff. Okay, cause okay. Then we really are bonded as a group. Okay, I'm getting the mugs. I've talked myself into it, considering that I barely considered the other prizes. What's a street sign? What kind of street sign are we talking about? Hang on. Hold the phone. Now give the phone to me. Street signs. Yeah, they're just like. I mean, I can see why that'd be fun. In my high school, the counselor, she had these letter magnets that some of them kind of looked like city parts, but they're like letter magnets, and I liked just like putting names together out of them when I sat in her office. Okay, well anyway, we're gonna get the mugs. It's, how can I not? 6 in total, and how many of us are there? I am on the me making sure I'm on the right one. Yeah, okay. You get something for someone else. This is a group gift. We all won it together because Deja put together the festival and the rest of them hung out with me and got me a second raffle ticket when we played the human pretzel, and so everyone deserves something. Okay, half the mugs were a light tea green in color and the others were a soft daisy yellow. Before Deja pushed them across the table, she frowned lightly, then rummaged for a thick chiseled tip paint marker. One day the market will catch up. In the meantime, we'll just have to DIY any other pronouns. What a novel idea. You tore through the wrapping and uncapped the marker. Picking up one yellow mug, you squeezed two letters around the label, turning hers into a cramped theirs. This way, you, Deja, and Cameron would each have a yellow mug. I knew they were going to get the yellow ones. I guess that means color. The team have successfully set up the colors for these groups. This way, you, Deja, and Cameron would each have a yellow mug that fit, As for the green mugs, well, they all already read his on the side, so you only added a small initial to each one. I feel strangely lucky. I feel strangely lucky. I had to reread it. I feel like I said it weird. Anyway. Okay, one final touch. Returning to Deja's unmarked mug, you struck out the last two letters, then added an S to the front. The hers was now a she. You committed to the bit. And did the same with the last mug, which was to be yours. Touche. Okay, you're all set. I'll see you later then. Oh, I'll see you later, yeah? A win was a win, but a win from a raffle had an extra sprinkle of magic to it. It does, because what are the odds? The odds are slim the more people are there, and there are more people there, considering that this festival, even though it's a college festival, is open to the whole town. That's why college students eat free. You couldn't help but puff your chest out, knowing that luck had favored you a bit more today. You hurried back to the others, grinning as Cam lifted a hand to wave. I'm back! Are you guys okay? Right as rain. Just give us a moment. The boys were sprawled dramatically in the grass, lying in the wake of an emotional carnage that was, for them, an unsuccessful raffle. Elio stuck a thumbs up into the air, his face hidden by his hat. Hi, Zora. Congrats again. You should have seen them. Raina read out the last ticket and they all collapsed like rag dolls. Yes, pity, woe, etc. Jamie was the first to climb to his feet. The others followed suit, grumbling good-naturedly, but Elio shook himself back to his usual sunny self soon enough. So, what'd you get? You fished for a mug, hooking one finger through a handle and lifting it up for all to see. Did they come with the paint like that? No, that's my personal touch. Inspired, but why'd they let you have 3 sets? You know what? I don't actually know. But actually, I got them for all of us. The mugs clinked gently as you lifted them, gesturing with a small smile for everyone to take one. What? You serious? Sure am. Here, the green ones are for you guys. Thanks, you put our initials on them? I suppose so, unless his means something I'm unaware of. Those can be our new band boy aliases. Zora, do you mind if I keep mine at your place? I expected as much. This is fun. Thanks for coming out, everyone. You make it sound like we didn't want to come. Not to mention, Deja would have hunted us down if we hadn't. You lingered at the end of the green for a few minutes longer, chatting idly, until a natural break in the conversation occurred, and the boys excused themselves to head home. Alright, I'm parked that way. I'll let you know when I'm home. Cameron was next, with the toss of two-toned bags. They scampered off toward the parking lot, waving cheerfully behind them for a few more paces before they disappeared into the distance. Before you left, you went to find Deja, just so she'd know you were heading out. You had half a mind to stick around and help get a head start on cleanup, an idea that was thoroughly dashed once your roommate flapped you instantly away. In her words, you were meant to enjoy the festival to the fullest, and that meant you weren't going to be donating any of your time or energy today. All that was left was to go home. Your room was a familiar haven after such a full day. You fell backwards onto your bed, stretching with a soft groan. The temptation to doze off was strong after you... Hey, is that my plant? I don't know if that was there beforehand or not. Wait, hang on. No, we'll finish this part, and then I gotta go save the, no, it's on my mind right now. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, look, wait, look, hang on. The plant is there. Seed's not there here before the event. And now, here it is. That's so great. That's so exciting. What's the volume of this at? It's okay. Okay, I'm continuing. Sorry, I saw the plant there and I was like, wait a minute. I got a plant. Okay. You fell backwards onto your bed, stretching with a soft groan. The temptation to doze off was strong, and after you'd indulge yourself at the food trucks. But the residual buzz of excitement from the raffle kept you from napping right away, as you replayed the events that led you to the prize booth with a little smile on your mouth. A buzz in your pocket alerted you. Did you guys hear that? Are the sounds too low? Here, wait, let me see. A little better. Buzz in your pocket alerted you that the group chat was kicking back to life. By the time you tugged your phone free, a flurry of texts had already filled the screen. At the top of the chat was a picture from Elio, a snapshot of you sitting in the dunk tank, suspended over the water. This close to the slash zone. Lol, but not quite. I forgot to take a pick in round 2. Lol, don't even worry about it. Percy whacked his elbow when he fell in. Lol. Oh my god, is he okay? Oh yeah, he's fine, don't worry. Nothing a bag of frozen veg can't fix, lol. Hang on. Okay, cool. You told me we didn't have any more vegetables in the apartment, and that was why we've been eating takeout for 2 weeks. My weenus is more important than your diet, Jamie. XOXOXO. Just double checking that I've... Right, but Macy, look, Macy. I was like, I remember that name. Okay, that was the chat. I just wanted to 92-minute drink run. Just wanted to double check. I know there's no explanation for it, but I wanted to double check so I read everything. I got confused for a second. This was easily the most active the group chat had ever been. Tired as you were, you kept your eyes glued to your phone, muffling the occasional laugh as typos, emojis, and inside jokes rolled up the screen. There was something about texting right after a hangout that locked the emotions and experiences of your day in, helping the memory crystallize in a way that kept the original luster. Maybe the others felt the same. And of course, it wouldn't do to ignore the reason you had so much fun in the first place. Right on cue, a knock at your door pulled you back to the real world, and Deja peeked into your room. Hey you, what's that big smile for, You lifted your phone by way of answer, and she chuckled softly. And still going? Still going, but hey Dee. She tilted her head, raising an eyebrow as you got to your feet. Thanks for today. I think everyone really had fun. She blinked before her expression softened as she beckoned you over. As soon as you got close enough, she reached to flick you gently on the forehead. What's that for? For being sweet. It was a fun event to organize, so don't worry about that. Yeah, I know you lost sleep over this, but I could tell you were enjoying the challenge. And before you even try, you're not making dinner tonight. I'll order us something. Aw, now I'm gonna pinch your cheeks. Oh, wait. Wow. I didn't get a picture for that. I'm so happy I have a plant. There was no choices there, so I can just save right there. Let's keep the save. Okay. I have a little plant. Oh, so that makes me really happy. Joust house. Okay, wait, I scrolled too far. It was just this cat. Great job, buddy. Yeah, I like it. And the shapes are very fun. It's eclectic. Oh, Pt4, behave. I got to see what this is. Okay, listen, I gotta see the chat. I think that was the last one. So, anyone who wants a cinnamon roll, come by. It's 2 a.m. Yeah, and do you want a cinnamon roll or not? Yes, on my way. Caveat. We don't have icing yet. He needs powdered sugar for it. But all we have is granulated. So anyone who comes, please be aware you literally have to grind sugar. Nope. You have to hand grind your own icing sugar. I never said it would be free. What if we just bring our own powdered sugar? Oh, do you have powdered sugar base? You mean you didn't even ask people? I've been grinding the sugar for an hour. I'm so sorry, Clown Prince of Rhythm. Okay, Joust House. The cat picture, eclectic. Sure. It's modern art, Deja. You wouldn't understand. Yeah, you're right. I don't understand, LMAO. Oh, cute, a squirrel. Oh my God. Maybe it could use some work. No, it's perfect already. Working hard or hardly working, Jamie. And how's exam prep going, Percy? How? Why don't you just kick me instead? Come on, we've been studying at least a little. See? I don't know. Don't make me pull a Cameron. Hello? Hello? Deja? Please, I'm so bored. OMFG, it's like you're in my head. Okay, hang on. I'll save these options. Okay, but Jamie's right. We do need to study more. Before I can study anymore, I have to do chores. Can we take one more day off before we lose the chance? I think I'm gonna go with that one. Just one more day off. I think I've mixed up my house shoes. Yeah, let's see. Exams are like tomorrow. Right, but I studied a little bit already. Just a little. Please. Oh my God, LMAO. Okay, but if you fail, don't come crying to me. Can I come crying to you? Considering that math class we're both in, yeah. Dude, we're so apt. So apt. Hey. Yeah? Are you free right now? Maybe soon? Why? Come on, it'd be nice for the three of us to hang out. It's been a minute with classes and stuff. I'm game if you are, if you guys are. I should be free or something. Most of the planning here should be over. Okay, let me know what day works for you guys, and I'll just come over. A little gaming, maybe. Sure, if you're done with your revisions by then. Will you be? Probably. I missed it. Well, okay, great. It's a date then. Okay. Ooh, that's a little dry. Let me drink some more water. Yeah, wouldn't it be spring in Fairfield without a few showers? Wait. But this is getting a little ridiculous. You rolled over onto your side and looked out the window. Rain fell softly against the glass. Oh my gosh. Rain fell softly against the glass, providing a gentle backdrop to your languid day. Arm tucked beneath your head, you watch the raindrops splatter at a uniform beat, trails streaking down the glass in messy intersecting patterns. It'd been raining for the better part of the week, though today was supposed to be the coldest part of this storm front. The weather kept moving most everyone off campus. Even Deja, the most diligent student you knew, had strayed home for a day or two. When it comes to the rain, it didn't matter if it was a drizzle or a storm, you didn't like rain. Rain's the best, you always looked forward to it. Rain was rain, it wasn't anything to write home about. Okay, well, rain makes me sleepy. Secret fourth option, rain makes me sleepy. That's it. I guess this rain was rain, this wasn't anything to write home about. Like, I don't know, like I think rain can be a nice ambience sometimes. So it's not like I'm like looking forward to rain. I'm never like, I hope it rains. But also, like, the only time rain's really a problem is if, like, on a date where I have to go somewhere. Then it's like, man, I hope it doesn't rain because I'm walking. I gotta walk to the bus. And the worst rain is when it's windy. Anyways, I'll probably choose rain was rain. It wasn't anything to write home about. Does Laura like the rain? Yeah, she can like the rain another time. It hardly affected any of your decision making one way or another. Today's rainstorm was a chillier one, and you were grateful for the chance to stay indoors. There certainly wasn't much that you needed to do outside on a day like this. Your morning so far had been spent in bed. As for what was next, you're sleeping in, you're lazing around, you needed something to do. You'd better do some studying. Lazing around, you need something to do. Oh, I've caught up. Oh wait, no. That's okay, I can start saving over here. And I won't have anything here because I want to save over that one because it's the room. Okay. It's also the room. What's the difference? What is the difference? What days is that? The 17th? The 17th? Conversation was probably just like, oh, this was before the conversation. This is after the conversation before the event started. Okay. We're lazing around. What's gonna make you get up, huh? You could enjoy your day just fine without standing. Whether that meant you'd be sprawled out across your bed, the couch, or the floor didn't matter a lick. Deja wouldn't judge, so why would anyone else? And so you closed your eyes and opened them, remembering Cameron's messages. Rolling back over onto your opposite side, you swung your legs over the side of your bed and got up. Your bedroom door clicked shut, and you stepped out into the living room. Here, the rapid click of buttons filled the air, coupled with the sound of some poor monster getting the tar knocked out of it. On the couch, Deja flicked her eyes to you in greeting, then refocused on her combo. Morning. Your bedroom isn't doing it for you today, Zlara? Here. She pulled her legs closer to herself and patted the space next to her. Are you sure? It's a limited time offer. I'd take it quick before I change my mind. Oops. She unbent her legs a little for emphasis, reclaiming a bit of the couch with a chuckle. Rounding the couch, you plopped down and pulled one of the pillows nearby into your lap. So, Cameron? I said we'd help them make soup. Is that okay? I said we'd help them make soup. Is that okay? Oh, soup. Deja cast a cursory glance in the direction of your shared kitchen, reviewing the refrigerator's contents in her head before she looked back at you. I don't mind. Soup's good. Well, settle in. If we're lucky, they'll actually get here on time. She slipped to the floor and shuffled over to the console, saving and quitting along the way. With the word, the game disc ejected and plastic cases rattled as she searched for something else. Different game? Yeah, I did everything I needed to do in the other one. But Cam's not here yet, so want a co-op or something else? Manicured nails tapped along the transparent blue cases. Click, clack. Then she pulled 3 of them aside. Yeah, you'd play for a bit. You didn't feel like playing. You'd be fine watching. You could go for something to eat, actually. On second thought, nap time. As much as you'd like to join Deja, you should study. We're not studying. Playing or watching? There is something fun about watching someone play a game. Growing up, we had a lot of one-player games, so it'd be like one of us playing, me and my sisters, one of us playing, and then the others would just sit in the room and watch, and we would talk and joke about the game together. But we can co-op. We can co-op with Deja. Let's play with Deja. Play with us. Come and get it. Play with us. You won't regret it. Play with us, and you'll be treated just like royalty. I don't know why I blinked. That's fine, it's fine. We can play that co-op we started. Hand me a controller? She did just that, sliding a disc into the console with her other hand and climbing back into her seat. A familiar tune played as the game loaded up. A platformer which you and Deja had been trying to finish for ages. It was supposed to be a fast play, but your schedules hadn't lined up recently. You kept messing around, delaying any real progress. You weren't very good at the game, even though you were trying. You kept finding other things to do in your free time instead. I have to decide why we haven't finished the game. Okay. Schedules hadn't lined up recently. Kept messing around, delaying any real progress. Weren't very good at the game, even though you were trying. Kept finding other things to do in your free time instead. Dang, okay. Oof. I'm not very good at any game. We'll say schedule random. It wasn't just Deja's work. You were in and out of the apartment at all sorts of times too. And that didn't leave you much to work with. 10 minutes of play here and there could only get you so far past the title screen. You think we'll actually get any farther today? Deja loaded up the save file, and the screen faded to a light lavender backdrop, where pixelated rain fell on 2 ducks at the bottom of a hill. You wiggled the joystick and watched your duck toddle back and forth for a bit, dragging the other along thanks to the tether between them. Alright, ready? Ready when you are. You approached the first of many ledges together, and Deja sent her duck waddling forward. Right as she hopped up, you followed her and jumped up, faked her out and didn't jump, realized you forgot all the controls, didn't do anything at all. We'll follow her and jump. Deja landed first, holding a button quickly to grab the tether and reel you up next to her. It was your turn next, so you replicated the technique by jumping, anchoring yourself, and pulling Deja up. Hey, maybe we finally got the hang of it. Just as long as... You both fell in grim silence, watching your ducks bounce down several platforms in quick succession. As you steadily progressed, you eventually reached a single platform, which hovered more than a full jump's distance away. There was no way either of you could make it across alone. A single reckless hop was all that stood between you and the loss of your progress thus far, which for a game about ducks felt a little drastic. So now what? Okay, you're gonna have to trust me on this. Done. Whew. You charged off the edge, and Deja jumped half a second after you. She coordinated perfectly, her duck's weight countering yours and sending them both whipping all the way over the gap. We did it! Deja flashed a smile and lifted her hand for a high five, her free hand sending her duck running back and forth in silent exultation while you slapped your palm to hers. Time slipped companionably by, and when Cameron was due to arrive, you only had a few challenging jumps left to the final goal. Granted, there was something ominous about stopping so close to the end. Who knew if you'd be rusty or not the next time you booted up the file? Honestly, I'm surprised it even lets us save. Most platformers exist to chew you up and spit out your bones. But look at them! Who would these ducks betray us? She glanced between you and the screen, where said ducks stood nearly within reach of their coveted hilltop pond. One twitch of her thumb, and your duck inched toward the edge, nudged from behind by a traitorous partner. You won't I? Then you heard a key turning in the lock, and the apartment door opened. Neither you nor Deja flinched. Cameron had your spare key, and besides, you were expecting them. What you didn't expect was the state they were in. Very damp and very tired. Hovering in the doorway with a sheepish expression and a couple of grocery bags. So, it's still raining, huh? It is definitely still raining, but hi. Hi, Cam. Need a towel? If you got one to spare. A quick change of clothes and a noisy blast of hairdryer later, Cameron shuffled back into the kitchen, right as Deja started setting all the groceries onto the counter. So, I was thinking we try a new soup recipe today. You two want to help? Yeah, hand me the ladle. Pass. You know me, I'll ruin it. Okay, I can make simple dishes. I've never made soup. I am kind of a mess in the kitchen sometimes. Not impossible in the kitchen, but like my sisters are like, sometimes you concern me. Like, you know how those chicken noodle soup cans. Sorry, I need a drink. I probably drank that too fast though. So you know those chicken noodle soup cans? The chicken noodle soup cans with the pool tops? I have almost cut myself on those cans several times just opening them. I was showing my sisters how to do it, and they're like, why? Why do you have your hands like that? And I don't know, it just seems normal. You just, because you lift it, you're supposed to lift it up. I think I lift it down. Like your hand pointing up versus your hand pointing down. Then that was the difference. And one time I was mixing something with a metal whisk, and I did cut myself with that. So, batter ruined. But you know, it's not always like that. And they'll be there to guide me. I got my besties here. We're not going to not. Actually, I could probably save over these study session ones because, like, I've got all of them. Like, there's this one over here that I'm fine with. Oh, wait, where is it? Wait. This one over here. So I can actually probably save over all these study ones because there's probably not much differences left to be had in theory. You know, I've played a lot of them. Yeah, hand me the ladle. Let's get some actual soup in that pot before you start ladling anything. After Deja pulled, oh, I didn't check. Have you seen the trailer for this game? In the trailer, like, this kind of does that, like, where it's just like off the chart. I thought that was low-key, I thought that was just a joke. But the trailer also implies that these can decrease as well. But, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, that's so funny. That is really funny. Oh, this game. This game is very fun. I'm trying to put this where the rest of them are. I'm keeping track of my stats as they grow throughout the game. I don't have to crop this one. Oh, I guess I don't really have to crop it. I probably should have cropped it before I moved it though. Okay, well there we have it. Those are that's my current stats. That's funny. I can't wait to show people that. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'll later upload all my stats so we can see how it changes. Additionally, composure and charisma also went up. Confidence did not. But yeah, because composure beforehand was like about here. And charisma was about here. My kite getting really wonk up here. Okay, that's fun. That's fun. That's fun. That made my day. Okay, here we go. After Deja pulled some music up for background noise, your tasks were split quickly. Cameron on vegetables, you at the stovetop, and Deja to keep everything on track. See, I can manage the stovetop. Most of the things I know how to make is just managing the stovetop. Like instant mashed potatoes. You put the water, you put the mashed potatoes, you stir, you butter, you season whatever you need in there. Same for beans. You make refried beans the same way. No water in refried beans. But also I can, like, you know, those box mix stuff on the stovetop is a little, I can make burgers. So me at the stovetop, I know Zara's only like not Zara's not me, but also kind of is me, but yeah. Okay, here we go. And great, we have someone to keep everything on track. Okay. I think I read the whole sentence, but because I'm not sure anymore, I'm going to start over. After Deja pulled some music up for background noise, your tasks were split quickly. Cameron on vegetables, you at the stovetop, and Deja to keep everything on track. That's really funny. Because there's the, oh, you know me, I'm gonna ruin it. But then this is like actually letting you, like, how much? Okay, so that was fine with you. You were a pretty good cook. You might as well practice while you had the chance. You didn't really know what you were doing, and you didn't care to learn. You barely knew how to use a microwave. This soup was doomed. Okay, we're gonna go, you might as well practice while you have the chance. I'm not sure I'm gonna say that I'm like, good. Ugh. Yeah, I can probably actually save here. I don't think I need this. Like, some of these other ones are like for different conversations. I might leave these ones. Well, this one's fine. But, like, you know, could you check on everyone? I might leave that because I haven't checked on everyone yet. I've only checked on Deja and Percy. But this one, I don't think I need it. So I might save here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and then here. Because I don't think I need it. And who wouldn't want to do this, the detour? That's the option this one is, just the detour. And if I really wanted to redo them, I have these ones over here. Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna save. It's hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to consciously say over a choice. Yes! Okay, there, we did it. Okay. You might as well practice it when you have the chance. Because it's fine with me. But I want to say I'm a good cook. I'm an okay cook. Well, okay, wait. Let's see. I'll flip a coin. Okay, what do you think? Heads will be, I'm a good cook. Tails, okay. We might as well practice while you have the chance. It was like Deja always told you. Hands-on experience would teach you faster than online tutorials would. It wasn't too often the three of you were in the kitchen together, but you tucked your elbows in and made do. Oh yeah, that is a kind of a small kitchen, huh? Yeah, wow. Wow. While Cameron diced the onions, Deja slipped by you to the sink to rinse some lentils. What was your meeting about, Cam? Just touching base on some internship stuff I'm trying to set up for the summer. Do you know where you're headed? I got my options narrowed down at least. Ow! You want to rinse those onions before you keep cutting them? Before you keep cutting? No, I'll tough it out. Almost done anyway. I'm with the voices. I don't remember my voices! There's too many voices to make now. Cameron sniffled a bit, and Deja chuckled sympathetically, sliding her phone over so you can double check the spices you'd need. The reason why onions make people cry, if you didn't know, which you might know, maybe this is common knowledge at this point, but is because the release, the chemical release, I don't know. When you cut an onion, they're looking for moisture. The like smell the air of them. They're looking for moisture, and the closest thing to moisture is your eyes. So that's where it goes to, and that's why your eyes get watery. So some people cut with like a wet paper towel nearby. You can rinse them, I guess that helps, because it mentioned you want to rinse them. But yeah, that's the case you didn't know. Now you know, because it's my Super Short Show. You remember that show? It was like on Disney Channel, and it was like a really short, like 4-minute show between, and then during commercial breaks. Let's see. Is it 4 minutes? I know the Disney 365 was like 4 minutes, right? I don't remember. I was a kid. 30 minutes of sautéing, simmering, and spicing later, you each pulled up a seat to a piping hot bowl of soup. Oh, that hits the spot. See, I have good ideas sometimes. I'd point out I picked the recipe, but... You chattered and bickered comfortably in between spoonfuls. Eventually your bowls were empty, and Cam slipped away to change the music in the living room, calling out as they went. You mind if I get us something peppier? Sure, just not too loud. The neighbors will complain. Yeah, of course. Despite their assurances, a new song took over in a spike of volume, making you and Deja jump. Glancing over, you noticed Cameron had fallen still, staring out the glass doors that led to the deck. Cam, you have to turn it down. Oh shoot! They whipped back to attention, clicking hastily to lower the volume. Sorry. What are you looking at? She wiped her hands off on a dish towel, approaching to peer over their shoulder. Oh my god. Right? How could I ignore this? Zora, come over here. After double checking that the stove was off, you joined them. The view wasn't much. You were technically in Central Campus, but the deck faced the mountain slope on the edge of the university. Oh man, mountains. Mountains are pretty. Looking down in the middle distance, you could see the winding path that led to an elevated section of campus. To either side were large stretches of grassy lawn, lit dimly by the glow of street lamps. And despite the weather, there was several someones running around on the grass. But it's raining. You blinked in hapless confusion, watching Elio grab Percy and Jamie by the hands. The three of them went spinning across the grass, wild and carefree, until someone's foot slipped. As they flew apart and tumbled in separate directions, you couldn't help but imagine the sound of bowling pins. Whoa, wipe out. Those idiots. The curtain rattled gently as Deja reached out, pushing it aside to get a clear shot with her phone camera. We see you. I always knew you were in love with me, Deja. You got me. I hope you can see the look on her face right now. What are you guys doing? What's it look like? Like you're goofing off. Correct. Well, I can call you guys. The rain's making it hard. The rain's making it hard for it to type.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Hang on. Wrong button. Hang on.
Ten-4, buddy.
What are you guys doing? It looks like you're having fun.
Yeah, long story short, Elio was bored and he said he wanted... It's dumb.
Elio, you stay away from me.
Baba Booey! It's stupid. The only thing you need to know is...
I'll kill you.
I think this is my first time hearing Jamie's voice.
It's not that bad. It's... Hey, bud. Percy, help.
No, wait. I think they all have their voices when you first meet them a little bit, right? I don't remember.
We're having fun. You guys should come out. Might be the last time you see Elio alive. Only if you're into it, though. No pressure.
Come on, Zara. It'll be a blast. You know you want to. I'm not really feeling it, but I'll go if you guys are. Sure, why not? I mean, like... I'm curious. We didn't even actually get what they were doing. Considering all the mud and damp involved, this wouldn't be your usual cup of tea, but good company did a lot to raise your expectations. You know, I'd be down.
Well, alright then. See you soon.
See you later, alligator.
Okay, bye-bye.
Deja disappeared for a few seconds, returning with an umbrella and a few extra layers in hand. Aw, come on. You come on. Bad bees never get cold, D. While your roommate tried in vain to get Cameron into a larger jacket, you pondered whether you needed to bring anything with you. You'd grab your usual rain gear. Maybe you'd dress a little warmer, but that was it. Nah, no need. You were headed out into the rain on purpose after all. But I mean, this one's a hard one. This one is a hard one because it feels like common sense to put on rain gear when you're going out into the rain, but they are just vibing in the rain. They're just vibing out in the rain. So it feels like this is their group. Percy and them don't have any rain gear. Oh goodness, hang on. Hang on. Coin, what do you think? Should I wear my rain gear? No? What is my usual rain gear? Because out here, my usual rain gear is an umbrella. Okay, we're gonna see what that means. I'll grab, and then if and that meant oh, you can choose more than one or none at all. Awesome. I don't have rain boots or a raincoat. I know she could have those, but hats are fun. Okay, what do you want to wear? I mean, if we bring a hat, do we really need an umbrella? Kidding. We'll bring a hat and an umbrella. Yeah, a hat and umbrella. Wait, the Zora's hair. You see Zora on the side here. You see Zora on the side here. Her hair's like that. How do you wear a hat with that? How do you wear a hat? It's gonna be a little uncomfortable. Maybe we should just take an umbrella. Oh no, my tooth hurts. Okay, maybe I should do that thing where I try. No, I can't do it. Sometimes I try to stick to just one area for saving. I have to like save over the saves that I've created, but I don't know if I can do that with this one. I love hats though. But I love hats. game. Oh wait, the game said I shouldn't. I said game. Coin. The coin said I shouldn't bring I shouldn't bring rain gear. Should I bring a hat coin? Should I bring an umbrella coin? Okay, we're bringing the hat and the umbrella. The coin said so. All ready to go. The smell of rain was in the air, mixed with the earthiness of loomy soil. The trees lining the path muffled the rain, and with no other students around, campus felt like a completely different place. Everyone was indoors, so you had plenty of room, and before you knew it, Cameron was running ahead with a splash. Deja trailed behind, leaping carefully between puddles and at a sedate pace. It's like they've never seen rain before. You both watched as up ahead, Cam psyched themselves up for a cartwheel. On their landing, they whirled around with their arms in the air. A V for victory. Deja tucked her umbrella against her shoulder and clapped, leaning over and murmured dryly. Or weren't already out in it earlier. What's your version of rainy day fun then? Staying inside? But there's gotta be something you don't mind about days like this. The sound of it is pretty soothing. And that's it. The path you took north toward off-campus housing, and as the tree cover diminished, you tilted your head to the sound of raindrops pattering directly onto your umbrella. Oh, by the way, something I learned from Don't Starve Together is that trees do offer a little bit of protection from the rain. And if you don't believe me, when you are next walking or out and about when it is raining, look under a tree. It'll be drier there. I've seen it. It's drier under trees than the rest of the ground. Like, I'm not saying that it's impossible for there to be rain there, especially if it's a windy rainy day, but if it's just like a rainy day like this, it's going to be less wet under a tree than not under a tree. Right as you caught up to Cameron, a cheerful call came from the grassy field to your right. It was Elio, running to meet you, or rather charging downhill toward you, thanks to how the field was on a considerable slope. Whoa! At least it didn't look like he was doing it on purpose. Actually, wait, that was worse. Run, Elio, run! I've got you! I'm running! Cameron leaped out in front of you with arms spread akimbo, and Elio yelped as he realized they were truly intended on catching him. Cam, wait! It's too dangerous! You doubt me? No, I just believe in physics! That was about as much time as they had to shout before a collision became imminent. In a last-ditch effort, Elio flung himself to one side, arms outstretched as he dove for his life. A spray of torn grass and mud marked where he fell, and as he tumbled away, Cameron went running after him, laughing too hard to help him up. Finally, Elio rolled to a stop, and he sat up, spitting out a tuft of wet grass and chuckling heartily. Jesus, Elio, you've got to watch it, man. I was, and I had Cam spotting me. Percy jogged up with an amused shake of his head, and Jamie not too far behind. The wind hastened briefly, and despite yourself, you shivered. Elio and Jamie were undaunted, but Percy didn't bother, suppressing a little sniffle, rubbing his nose with the back of one hand. How about that weather, folks? From his blatantly cheerful tone, he was loving it out here, same as the others. Not even rain can get you three down, huh? Of course not. Elio chuckled, bracing his hands on his hips, even as a fresh curtain of rain fell over all six of you. It's a good and proper rainy day. Are there any other kinds? Well, if there were more thunder and lightning. Sure, but that's a stormy day, not a rainy one. As the conversation took a brief tour through some whirlwind semantics, you glanced around at the objects thrown over the hillside. Abandoned water guns languished in the grass, and a pile of water balloon scraps spoke to a fierce, albeit redundant fight. Farther away, a large cardboard box happily soaked in the rain. Is that box gonna be okay? It's all wet. It'll have to be. I doubt we're going inside anytime soon. Oh yeah, don't worry about that. All it's got inside is some water slides. You have your own water slides? Is it really that surprising? Kinda, yeah. Back up. First of all, why are you all out in the rain? You didn't explain over the phone. Well, Elio? Oh yeah, it was my idea. I mean, it's been raining all week. I didn't want to spend another day indoors. He's underselling it. I'd say he couldn't spend another day indoors, or he'd explode. And so, we dragged as much stuff as we could possibly think of doing out here. And the water slides, of course, but well, you can see we did a bunch of other stuff too. I'm still in the middle of an art project, actually. Percy jabbed a thumb casually over his shoulder, pointing back the way he'd come. What kind of art project? A painting. I kind of left it half done, but you can come take a look if you want. Oh, sure, we have time. I mean, these three just got here, so we can hang out a little more before we get all set up for sliding. You sure you can hold on? That's like your literal favorite rainy day activity you're talking about. Well, as long as we're just chilling, I kind of want to enjoy the rain a bit more first. Once we start sliding, things are going to get pretty hectic. And how do you like to enjoy days like this, Elio? Aside from everything you've already done. Might do some singing in the rain, if you catch my drift. I do, Elio. You're welcome to join in, of course. I can show you what I mean better than I can explain it. Sheesh, when you said you were out here having fun, you weren't kidding. No offense, but it's a little too rambunctious for me to start. That's totally fine. If you want a rundown of what we've brought, we have... Leo turned aside to point out a few things to Deja, and meanwhile, Jamie tilted his head with a contemplative hum. For what it's worth, I do need a break before those slides make an appearance. I can't help but notice none of you actually said what you've been up to, other than Percy's art thing. Simply put, there was a wrestling match at some point. Between all three of you? Hence the need for a break. And with that, I'm gonna head up. That painting's not gonna finish itself. Percy swiveled, tossing a final friendly smile over his shoulder as he moved away. With his departure as the catalyst, your impromptu meeting began to disperse. Jamie in a different direction and Elio in another, as he stepped back from Deja with a low chuckle. The most important thing is, I'm glad you all came down. I'll let us all know when it's slide time, yeah? And there he went, jogging briskly down the hillside and leaving you room to decide what you wanted to do. Honestly, where do they get the energy? Deja laughed softly, clearly amused despite herself. As far as enjoying a rainy day outside went, she seemed content to wait here, watching the mayhem without participating right away. Cameron shifted more energetically on their feet, eyeing the nearest water gun with a small, sneaky smile. Maybe you'd better get a move on before they got any ideas. Okay. Okay, It's not fair. I want to hang out with everyone. But also I'm biased. I'm very biased. I'm very, very biased. Okay, listen. So Percy actually invited us to come see the painting, right? Like, he literally said you can come if you want, basically. Singing in the rain. Come on, singing in the rain. I know there's that song from the, Singing in the Rain. Everyone knows Singing in the Rain, but there's another song, Singing in the Rain, that is playing in my head, even though I want the other one too. But yeah, by oh shoot, who was it by? The one that's not the one that everyone knows, but the other one that's playing in my head is I'll Be Singing. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it wrong. No, I can hear it better than I can sing it right now, but it's like I'm singing in the rain. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I know it feels like it's gonna feel like I don't like Jamie, but it's not that. It's just that it's hard to talk to Jamie. It stresses me out because I don't want to say the wrong thing. He's hard to talk to. And then Cam is the bestie. Oh. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a spinner. And we're going to change it down to 4. I want to see what the spinner says. Wow, okay, the spinner says we're going to go hang out with Percy this time. I say like we don't actually listen. At the thing, we hung out with everyone. And during the study group, we hung out with Deja. And then we hung out with Percy. But we hung out with Leo too. Look, listen. I'm listening to the spinner, so you can't be mad at me. I'm listening to the spinner this time. Did I save already? I did. Oh no, I filled this page. Okay, these are the other ones I was checking out. This is like these are the plant things. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, there's probably some conversation to be had here, but like... Ugh. I didn't read it. I am feeling embarrassed on my own. About to reload and hang out with someone else. The spinner said though, you can't even see the spinner. Just like, I could do the share desktop thing, but I don't want you to see my whole desktop. Okay. Leaving the path, you cut over into the grass to follow Percy off the concrete and uphill. As soon as he heard you call out, he stopped twisting around to lift a hand. Hey, you feeling artsy and craftsy, Zora? As you drew up next to him, you reached out, giving him a quick high five. I mean, you said you were painting. In this weather? What can I say? I don't control when the muse hits me. He shook his head for emphasis, sending a spray of heavy raindrops off his dark locks with a laugh. There was a sticky feeling on your hand, and you looked down to find a splotch of purple on the skin between your thumb and fingers. Purple? Oh. Percy examined his own hand, and an amused huff escaping as he lifted it for you to inspect. He also had a smear of purple near his thumb, in a mirror image to yours. When he wiggled his fingers, you spotted some slate gray and white streaked on his knuckles too. Should I be worried that that's not washing off in the rain? I should, but you don't have to be. He raised his hands again in a self-effacing gesture, then gestured down at himself. Now that you looked at him again, there were patches of paint all over his clothes too. I think it's pretty obvious I didn't do this to myself. Your eye landed on a painstakingly detailed bright blue painted on his right wrist, and you puffed your cheeks out to avoid laughing outright. Oh, of course, my mistake. Is that something on your back too? Oh shoot, really? He twisted around again, giving you a better look at the messy letters painted on the back of his shirt. Ah, it says kick me. I swear I'm gonna put a worm down in Leo's shirt. But I'm like, what's everyone doing? Me making decisions, always thinking about every other decision I could have made. Like, one of the things listed on this game on the storefront page that it has an insane amount of replayability, and it's not wrong. It does. I'm always like, every time I choose a decision in this game to go hang out with someone, I'm thinking about everyone else I could be hanging out with. And it's funny because it's not like I regret hanging out with people. I'm just like, oh, what's Cam doing right now? Elio's off singing in the rain, isn't he? You know. But I am curious what this painting is. Percy's blustery sigh didn't quite hide the smile on his face as he slipped his hands into his pockets and ambled along beside you. Together you wound your way up the grassy hill toward an easel covered by a large wet sheet. If you've got this much paint on you, I'm starting to wonder what made it onto the canvas. Oh, it's pretty bad. But don't let that stop you. Percy's chuckle had a dry, diffident edge to it. I don't know what word that is. When you don't know a word, you gotta get into the habit of looking it up. Definitions from Oxford Languages. Modest or shy because of a lack of self-confidence. Okay, Percy's chuckle had a dry, diffident edge to it, but he made a vaguely welcoming gesture as you arrived at the site of a strange rainy day activity. It looked even worse up close. The sheet clipped over the easel drooped sadly in the rain, sagging and dripping like an exceedingly soggy ghost. If there was nothing nice to say, you didn't have to speak. That rule served you well in your daily life. But this was not a time for reticence. This was a time for strategic questions. Okay, let me reread what it said before I can't read it at all. Okay, it looked even worse close up. The sheet clipped over the easel drooped sadly in the rain, sagging and dripping like an exceedingly soggy ghost. There was nothing nice. Okay, yeah, right. Oh, did it fall over, maybe, at some point? I told you it looked like us. He spoke in a perfect deadpan, hands in his pockets as he scuffed a heel in the wet ground. That's a strong word for it. Are you sure about that? As if on cue, a gust whipped briefly around you, and the easel tipped merely backward, landing in the mud with a splat. Shoot. With a manic giggle, Percy leaped forward to rescue his hard work, scrambling to right it despite how hard he was fighting not to laugh. Pretend that didn't happen, okay? Behold. He gestured with a flourish toward the canvas, and at long last you turned to look. Oh, wow. That sure is. Go on. Would love to hear your impressions. Really take it in. Disregarding the globs of paint literally falling off the wet canvas, you could make out just enough to call this a rough sketch of campus. There was a degree of sincerity in how the trees and grass were painted, and you even made out some familiar-ish buildings on the horizon, as well as Godzilla locked in combat with a giant mecha. Let's see. It's nice. Inspirational. Can I put it on my fridge? This is kind of awesome. Ah, Percy original if I've ever seen one. How should I say this? I don't think this was a very good idea. What'd you do? Put it through the food disposal? Hey Percy, it's really ugly. Dear F, it's hideous. Okay, oh. I should have saved it for it so I can reread what's all there. So we know it's campus. Okay, I'm leaning. Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. This is vague enough that it can be insulting, but it also is like beats around the bush. I want to reread the exact description, but that's gonna take me a second. Hang on. I'm on load. Okay, we're on load. Give me a second. I gotta reread it. Okay, we gotta reread it. We gotta reread. We gotta take it all in. Really take it all in. Like I said, I like to look at the log and reread things before I decide what to do. Cause it just helps. It just helps. Okay, hang on. We're almost there. Okay, we're closer. Okay. It hasn't happened yet, right? Yeah, okay. So that's the conversation. Okay, we know it's a rough sketch of campus. There's a degree of sincerity in how the trees and grass were painted. Okay, so let me, oh my gosh. Look, is that right? Did this freeze? Sorry, hang on. This is, okay, no, it's fine. I had to check because I have this open on my phone in case I need to type in the chat, and I was going to change it so I could take a picture, but on my phone it's like behind. But I also have it open on my tablet so I can look at chat. See, because typing on my phone is easier than looking at chat on my tablet. So the screen looks more accurate on my tablet, so I'm just going to follow that and believe that that's the accurate one. Okay. And then that takes us back to the choice. Yeah, okay. No, I'm going to load up the original one. Why? Because I can. Cause this is like, I don't know how lighthearted this will be, but I don't know. Decisions. Okay. Hang on. So let me once again recap what we know. Once again, because it's all I have. Sketch of campus, a degree in sincerity, and how the trees and grass are painted. You can make out some familiar-ish buildings. And they've also Godzilla locking combat with the mecha. So we can tell what the picture is, which is good enough to me. I don't know what to say though. I guess I'll just give myself permission to reload. Yeah, okay. Hang on. I have full permission. To reload. I am announcing it right now. And I'm also, okay. Well, I spun the wheel. The wheel says this one. Yeah, I get stressed out about really simple things. It's really funny. Okay. Thank you. I try to stay true to myself. You know what Elio said about it? He took one look and said, "Some paintings aren't happy little mistakes." Can you believe that? Percy puffed up proudly in seeming defiance of Elio's analysis. As if punctuating his enthusiasm, a trail of water-resistant sludge slid off the canvas and splattered to the ground. You sure you don't want to cover it back up? I may have gotten a little heavy on some parts. It's fine. Pushing his bangs back, he turned to you with an easy smile, blissfully ignoring the trail of rainbow goop dripping slowly off the easel. Tell you what, why don't you try a bit? Try what? Painting. Add whatever you want. He pulled a spare brush from a pocket and handed it to you, presenting his palette like a tray. A few simple flowers would I never read what, this is sometimes it's the last sentence and sometimes it's a question to like kind of guide you in what you're doing. Okay, a simple few flowers would brighten up the scene right away. You know what's missing, what this landscape was missing? Percy, and you. The obvious answer here was to put, you just threw the whole palette at it. Percy had already worked so hard, you didn't want to add anything else. Yeah, checkered path with plants. Sorry, just covering that up. Okay, that's hilarious. We're not gonna do that though. This makes a lot of sense, but I'm going to add to it. He's already set it up, you know. Okay, we will add a few simple flowers. I did save, right? In case I changed my mind. You considered a few spots on the splotchy lawn and then dabbed the brush in some whitish paint. A few quick swipes and some splodges of yellow, and you managed to paint a few daisies onto the grass. Percy peeked over your shoulder at the addition, humming quietly before nodding. I'd have picked clovers, but I like these two. Reclaiming the palette from you, he stepped back up to the easel, his head tilting to one side. Yeah, we don't want to do anything too extravagant or do anything too big. Good job, we painted. I ate a grape. After a beat, he turned his gaze down to the colors still on his palette, pushing a few cooler tones together. He tried using the flat of his brush to mix a new color. It was slow going, thanks to the water everywhere, but he persevered, his voice low and thoughtful as he mused aloud. There's just one more thing. What is it? I know what it is. The canvas is done, and I'm all painted over too. You're the one missing some paint. You knew what that meant. Time to get out of reach. He thought he'd get away with that, not if you challenged him first. What did he mean by that? Honestly, you were happy to get painted on, as long as you had the chance to retaliate. What's this? Okay. Yeah, we got the plant. We got a plant! I'm so happy that plant's on the desk. You don't even understand. Okay. You know, like if it's a paint fight, that's cool. But he is already covered in paint. But hmm. Oh. Okay, let me think. Sorry, I got a little distracted because like my tooth just started hurting. And the thing is, when my tooth hurts, sometimes I can't tell if it's like my tooth itself or if it's like the wisdom tooth coming in. Because like all my wisdom teeth are coming in slanted / sideways. Like when they did the x-ray, that's what they all looked like. They were either slanted, like diagonal, or they were like sideways. So you know, that's Gucci. You knew that meant time to get out of reach. Why you get away with that? Not if you challenged him first. I don't mind having the paint fight. Yeah, like you know, like if it's a paint fight, sure. Okay. It's always such a simple option, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Well, did I save already? I'll try the first one because that's what the spinner wants, but I think I'm leaning towards this one. You hopped backward, one hand braced on your hip, the other raising to wag a finger. Now hold on a second. What's up? So he asked, with a smirk spreading on his face, told you all you needed to know. He raised his paintbrush, and a drift of teal fell from the saturated bristles. What exactly is up, Zora? Hold up, you weren't actually that interested in getting paint all over you. We are going to have a paint fight. I don't know, that sounds fun. Playing games is a little bit about self-indulgence, you know? I don't have anyone to have a paint fight with, but she can. She's a little different anyway. Like me personally might actually be running right now. Okay. It's on. I'm not going down without a fight. Oh wait, no, wait. I panicked, wait. What is the, I know, now I have to adjust this. It says the default speed, but I'm gonna move to the slowest because I can't read. Okay, just hang on a second. Okay. I don't know. I didn't know which one I clicked on. There was two of them at the top. Even with it moving slowly, I can't read. But actually, those are the QuickTime event speed. So this one is just. Well, I'll leave that at default. There's not a speed for that one. I just gotta live with it. What did I click on? Oh, does it say which one I clicked on? But I clicked on one. I won't know which one I clicked on. Oh, I'll just slow down the video later and look. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. He grabbed the palette with a muffled laugh, holding it up like a shield, but lowered it upon realizing his paints were at risk of sliding off completely. You're wide open. Oh, I forget every time. Tazuki? What do you mean? Ah! You dove for the palette, and the next few minutes dissolved in a mess of pigment. Your attempts to draw on each other quickly devolved into smacking whatever handfuls of paint you could grab on each other, in between affronted yelps and involuntary laughs. Do you yield? Never! By the time the scuffle ended, your nose was purple, and Percy had a vivid squiggle of blue running down his forehead. He squared off, ready for round 2, until Percy glanced down. Jesus, look at the grass. We should clean this up. Yeah, fair point. Truce? Your rambunctious energy faded, and you traded your brush to him for a damp rag. While you picked up the larger drips of paint mixed into the mud, he piled up his half-empty tubes of paint. I should have asked earlier, but were these paints expensive? Oh yeah, my stepdad gave them to me. Let's not tell him how I decided to use them, yeah? You cleaned up what you could, but past that, you could only hope the rain would do its job. After retrieving your umbrella, the rest of your time was spent holding it fruitlessly over the easel, shielding what you could as Percy finally got around to making his final addition. Hey, the umbrella mention. Wouldn't be there if I didn't have an umbrella. Miraculously, he had just enough tealish paint left to cover the bottom corner of the canvas. Flipping his brush around, he scratched out a negative space signature. And I know my blah, 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 blah. See? And that's why I wasn't reading anything. Percy Tazaki, and Zara Keller. It looked like everyone else was still enjoying their time out in the rain. Where to next? Oh, I get to do another one. Oh yeah, I got to do 2 out of 3 things at the fair. Okay. Shoot, camera Elio. I'm sorry. I have an inkling of what they might be doing, so it makes me want to know the follow-up. Shoot, I forgot about that. Sorry, something different. My phone keeps vibrating. It keeps distracting me. Okay, how was Elio spending his downtime? Last you checked Cam. That looked like they were considering some mischief. I don't know if I'm gonna get 3 or 2. I don't know. Which one do I want to know? We came out here to see what the guys were up to, so maybe I should go hang out with Elio. Hang on. I'm gonna flip a coin. Okay. Flipping. Okay, the coin says Elio. I saved, right? A flash of reflective neon clued you in to Elio's location, near one of the lamps lining the path below the stairs. He swung slowly around it, anchored by one hand to the pole as he held the other out. As he approached, he tipped his head back with his eyes closed, opening his mouth to sing, and kicking a leg out for flair. The rubber clog on his foot promptly flew off. Yes! Here we are. While you watched it bounce away in the grass, Elio finished spinning and spotted you slowing down with a laugh. Zora! Sorry, didn't want to interrupt. I'm just glad my shoe didn't hit you. What's up? Nothing. I was just wondering what you were doing. Oh, just a little dancing. I was kind of spacing out mostly, honestly. I could tell that much. Hey. There's this rainy day dance number from an old movie we like. Song included. Jamie made us watch it originally. Then I broke a lamp trying to learn the moves. Just a regular table lamp, I mean, not one like this. See, the thing is, I know what movie it is vaguely. I haven't seen the movie myself. But hang on. But is the movie just called Singing in the Rain? Musical number. Singing in the Rain, musical adaptation. Yeah, and I know. I'm familiar with this scene. But what's it? Is it about the film industry? Singing in the Rain synopsis. I'm familiar with the Singing in the Rain scene. That's it. I don't. I don't know. I don't know what I should click on. I'll spin the spinner. Spin, spinner, spin. Spinner chose option 2. Did I save already? I didn't save already. Did I read what all those options were? Hang on. I feel bad when I don't read the options. So the options are, oh, I love that movie. It's a classic. I think I've seen it. It was about the film industry, right? I don't think I've seen it. I know. I mean, my voice is... In part, yeah, to the film industry one. As soon as Jamie realized I hadn't seen it, he hijacked one of our movie nights. Maybe I should have said I didn't see it, because I haven't seen it. Head craning. He spotted his missing clog. Well, okay, wait. Now I gotta find out. Hang on. Maybe I should say I don't think I've seen it, even though I know what he's talking about. Okay, that goes the same so far. He said he hadn't either until. No need for much convincing. But really, as soon as I saw all the dances, I was hooked. No need for much convincing. So that was your favorite routine you were doing? He followed, hopping along in solidarity behind him. Okay, wait. Why is this one also from the 17th? Oh, right, because I save where I leave off and I don't save over that spot when I come back. Okay, hang on. I'm just gonna check real quick. I don't know. Okay, so that part of the conversation goes the same. Okay, then let me flip a coin. Heads will be this route, tails will be the other one. I announce it like you can see the coin. Okay, the coin and the spinner were in agreement. We'll stick with this one, I guess. I mean, I don't know if I was doing... Actually, I think I want to stick with the... I haven't... I mean, I don't know if I was doing it justice, but yeah, it's my favorite part. Can I see the rest, if you're okay with it? Dude, of course. Who else is gonna humor me like you do? That was all the invitation he needed. With a laugh, Elia led you back to the lamppost, and you helped him check that there were no hidden mud puddles to ruin the show. I can dance, but I can't sing, alright? And he was off, walking in a slow circle with exaggerated nonchalance. His shoulders drooped, as he relaxed, folding an invisible umbrella shut as he shifted into a carefree saunter. Quietly at first, he started to sing a lighthearted melody, skipping the exact lyrics in favor of a more casual, cheerful rendition. His voice was higher than his usual tone, almost boyish in timbre. Then, with one spry hop, he returned to the lamppost, hanging onto it with one hand. His free arm flourished out in a glad gesture, and then with a gentle splash, he was back on the ground, smiling fondly up at the gray sky. You couldn't help but hum along with the next few lines as he pushed away to sing a little louder under the rain. It was a perfect fit for the part. Okay, the rest of it is a big tap solo, but there's a little imaginary dance before that. You want to try that part? You thought you'd never ask. You were more than ready. You were born for this. Why not? You knew Elia would help you have fun with it. You weren't so sure you wanted to join in. You were fine just watching Elia dance. We'll go ham. Because I do want her to be a fan of musical stuff, and this feels like the perfect opportunity. Because I'm a fan of musical stuff, even though I definitely don't have stuff all sorted out. But yeah, we'll say yeah. You closed your umbrella and left it leaning against the lamppost. Then you joined him at the edge of the path. You got any experience dancing? Lots, don't worry, I'll keep up. A little? I'm alright at it. Sorry, I've got 2 left feet. We'll say a little. It's like, does the Cupid shuffle count and the cha-cha slide? I can do those. I can do those just fine. Yeah, I'll count. I'll count it. Approved. Hey, we don't need to be perfect. Sorry, mind if I... Gesturing, he mimicked the typical pose that a couple dancing together would take, holding hands on one side and holding the partner's shoulder or back on the other. Nick says, do you want to let him? Sure, no problem. You'd rather he didn't. Friends are allowed to touch. That's a weirdly phrased thing, but it's like sometimes I'm a little like LOL, just imagining. I just realized it's covered in paint. Sure. We gotta go all in for this dance scene. I didn't save those last 2 choices. I can't go back. You shook your head, and he stepped a little closer, taking one hand gently while hovering over behind your back. Taking one hand gently while hovering over the. Yeah, okay. Wait. Just let me know if you'd rather not. It's fine, I promise. Yep, just making sure. He cleared his throat gently, lingering a little too long just in case, then shook himself back to the task at hand with a nervous little grin. Sorry, I can't really tap out the rhythm, but basically we do the same move 4 times and we turn in a circle. Your steps will mirror mine. Slowly he demonstrated a step to the side, then 2 quicker follow-up steps, and then he pulled the 2 of you into a quarter turn. You copied him a little clumsily, lagging behind by a fraction of a beat. Elio grinned, happy to wait while you thought through the steps. Okay, now we do the same thing, but start with the opposite foot. And turn this way. With Elio guiding you, the two of you managed to complete a full revolution. By the last quarter turn, you'd even sped up to the song's actual beat, much to his delight. On the final step, you dropped the hand you weren't holding and stepped away, standing side by side with you as he planted his imaginary umbrella on the ground. And we just sway here a bit, 5, 6, 7, then we go left like. He swept neatly back around in front of you, pulling you into a faster turn. The steps were the same, in groups of 3, but faster, allowing you to spin as a pair in half the time. Great, okay, your turn. He let you go again, lifting your arms up as you both skipped back to the right. Turning to stay with him, you naturally spun under his arm, laughing as you stopped with a flourish. There you go. You have now officially danced in the rain. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Elio laughed heartily, stepping back and slipping seamlessly into the next segment of the song. Immediately, the complexity jumped up. He really must have practiced a lot to be this good at it. His steps were exaggerated and flat-footed, throwing up splashes of water. You laughed, retreating as he did his best to tap dance a routine despite his lack of proper footwear. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, I get it. Grabbing your umbrella, you popped it open and swung it overhead, joining in a twirl that sent raindrops flying to match. Yeah, now we're talking. Whether he was gallivanting through the wet grass, spinning on one heel, or shimmying back and forth, Elio breezed through the rest of his dance with happy confidence. Even when the sky was so dark, he shone. Until he came to a stop at the edge of a particularly large puddle, and he turned his beaming face back to you. You know how the routine ends? In fact, you did. In the film, this was when the dancer would retreat sheepishly from an irate policeman after being caught kicking up huge waves of water in the street. Don't you dare! With a grin bright enough to match his yellow hat, he proceeded to wade into the puddle, kicking his legs vigorously to fling up as much water as he can. Elio! It's part of the routine! Can you leave me no choice? Whoa, that's cold! How could a rainy day be cause for gloom with someone like him around? You sloshed after him with a vengeance, calling soggy murder until you both tired out. By then you were both so waterlogged that sitting on the pavement to catch your breath was hardly a problem. Partway through explaining another dance number from the same film, Elio paused, cocking his head up as Percy's voice echoed down the slope. Hey, let's get our slide on. He set it up already? Let's go, Zora. Wow. In ones and twos, the 6 of you were soon congregated on the lamplit path that led back to campus. The contents of that big cardboard box from earlier had been dug out and set on the grass. Best purchase I've ever made in my entire life. Elio's beaming smile verged on the manic as he looked proudly upon the scene. Water babbled like a brook running down a pair of bright yellow and orange water slides, connected start to stop for twice the ride time. These guys meant business. The whole contraption was anchored firmly into the hillside, covering enough of a slope that it promised a speedy trip downhill, as well as a bumpy one thanks to the many hills that crested along the way. Is the landing pad supposed to be a pineapple? Yes. It's beautiful. Okay, who's going first? Elio darted forward a few steps before spinning to face you all. bouncing eagerly as he rubbed his hands gleefully together. You couldn't help but hold back for a second as you looked over the whole setup a second time. Water slides were infamously chaotic, even on the sunniest of days. I feel obligated to say we have done this before, as insane as that sounds. Miraculously, Jamie speaking up was more endorsement than you could have hoped for. It also, unfortunately, made him Elio's first target. Oh, well, if you insist, Jamie. I am not insisting. Then I insist. Oh no, someone help. Perhaps Jamie's feet were dragging a little as Elio proceeded to cheerfully push him uphill, but Elio only laughed as Jamie's heels left a comical furrow in the mud. At the top, Jamie took the time to neatly remove his shoes and socks, setting them aside before inching closer to the slide's starting point. Already seated with his clogs flung off to who knew where, Elio stuck a hand up with, oh my gosh, I can read. Elio stuck a hand up with a grin. Excitement aside, he helped Jamie sit delicately without a spot of impatience. He's being so dainty about it. Oh, it's like Cinderella arriving at the ball. Tally-ho! Oh, nope, there they go. Any illusions of regal grace shattered as Elio yanked Jamie down the slide. Even from this distance, you could hear three things: a whoop, a rare yelp, and a hideous squeak of wet nylon. Oh, whoa. The two of them pelted down the slide in a rush of water and limbs, forcing the slide to bounce slightly off the ground until they slammed onto the landing pad, sending up a splatter of mud. And that's how it's done, right? Ugh. Right. Hey, I've got room up here. Zora? Somehow, in the intervening seconds, Percy had gotten all the way to the starting line himself. He waved vigorously across the distance, gesturing for you to join him. Okay. Oh shoot, I'm catching up too fast. Oh right, I didn't even mention. Where is it? Where is it? What? Oh, there it is. After I did the study session, one of my other playthroughs, Percy called instead of Elio. Isn't that fun? So I wonder if once I finish the other one, if Jamie will call or not. I don't know where I am. Here I am. I'm heading up. The options are Deja, Cameron, you go. I'm heading up. I'm just gonna watch, thanks. And as we know, I try to stick with being a yes-ander. That's the goal, to stick with being a yes-ander. Hold on. Before you headed up, did you want to bring your umbrella with you? Nah, it'd get in the way. Yep, you kept it with you. I feel like it would get in the way. Quickly, you folded it and stashed it near the stairs, then trotted uphill. Once you were at the starting line, you settled down in the unoccupied lane. Percy was already lined up, ready to slide head first down like a penguin. Don't overthink it too hard or you'll end up like Jamie. You copied Percy and laid down on your stomach. You sat down facing forward. You decided to slide down on your knees instead. You crouched down like a surfer. You laid down on your side. You laid down flat on your back. Hmm. Shoot. Hang on. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. I know I should have taken a break a little bit earlier than this, so just in case, because I don't know if we'll be on for very much longer, but I'll be right back. I'm back. What's the best way to go down a slide? A water slide. I haven't actually been down a water slide like this before. I think I went to a water park. Maybe one time went down like a water slide, maybe. But it's only a vague memory in my head that I'm not sure it's just something that I'm turning into my own memory that was actually something else. You ever do that? Crouch down like a surfer. Aww. Okay. I'll finish this and then this being the slide. Okay, the spinner says this one. Did I save already on this? I didn't. I guess I'm okay to save here. On these, I did. The only one I haven't. Okay. I can redo them at any time. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I have my beginning of the game save files, and those are the important ones. And I have the between event save files. Those are the ones I'll try to keep too. Where are we? 10 or 11? 10. Exactly what I was thinking. Gonna cross your arms over your chest too. Chuckled, whirling some twirl around his finger. That's what they tell you to do at water parks, isn't it? Percy reached for the side of the slide, grabbing on and pushing backward to gather his strength. All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The ride was far bumpier than you'd expected, even after seeing Jamie and Elio take the maiden voyage. It wasn't really a race, but Percy had the slightest lead, and even as water splashed up into his face, you heard him let out a delighted whoop. Now turn. Turn? I know said the water slide business would be easy. Not even 5 minutes later, you stood beside a waterlogged Percy, squeezing the water out of your clothes with newly scrapped knees and a face full of mud. He pushed his bangs back again, entirely too pleased with himself despite having met a similar fate. The others were busily cleaning off the slide in the background, having recently rescued it from the consequences of your untimely maneuver. Great job flipping over the slide. You told me to turn! I think you and I have very different definitions of turn. Deja and Cameron slid down then, marking the water slide as once again open for business. Elio passed you both by, clapping and calling out to the next pair to line up. Dignity and manners quickly gave way to infectious hilarity as pair after pair ran up to slide back downhill. Against all her efforts, Deja got splashed more than she'd initially wanted, but she kept in surprisingly good spirits, thanks in no small part to Cameron's high, sweet laughter. Percy was no pushover either, goading anyone who looked his way into another round. He was even giggling by his fourth go, slapping helplessly at the grass while he clutched his middle. You went full starfish. You knocked me off course. At least you landed in the right spot. Jamie sat up from where he'd careened fully off the slide, so covered in mud that the rest of you had to turn away and laugh. He had to turn away, too, to hide his own inelegant snort of amusement. At least you have the best airtime out of all of us. Please, surpass me. I have too many trophies as it is. You heard him. Back up to the top. Ever so slowly, in between slips and slides and splashes, the rain fell less and less. Overhead, the first pinpricks of late sunlight began to peek through the gray. Oh, looks like the rain's about to stop. You want to go for a last run? Sure. Oh, I didn't save over that one. There's a perfectly good save right there. Sure, let's go. Wait, I want to turn. Oh, okay. The last slide of the day. Jamie would go for another spin, wouldn't he? You knew Ilya was spitching? That's not a word. Was itching for another go. Deja would go again if you asked her to. No way Cameron would pass up on going with you one last time. You know what? You were flying solo this time. Yeah, Deja, Cam. I didn't hang out with I hung out with them earlier. Okay, let's see. At study group, we checked on Deja. We were the finalists with Cam in the last one. We played games with Deja before Cam got there. All right. Let's Cam, I'm already on my way. As you reached the top of the slide, you had little choice but to stop and stare, gazing fondly down at Cameron's worst idea so far. They were lying on their back, arms crossed over the chest. That was all normal. They were upside down, intending to slide head first. That'd get them banned from any water park in a heartbeat. Come on, let's go. Unless you're a weenie. You just sat down, normal as anything. You took a running start, then flung yourself down the slide feet first. You flipped around and laid upside down as well to match. You made whatever animal sounds came to mind as you launched. I'm between these two, because this one kind of reminds me of jumping into the van in the prologue part, the first part. Cam's like, jump in, and we did. It's gonna be one of these two. I might do the perfectly good save spot right here. Oh, I know what that was from now. It's a really good save spot. Anyways, take me out with the crowd, buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Let's switch on the coin chose. Whoops, the coin chose to match. If it's even, the spinner agrees. If it's even, the spinner agrees. That's odd. Maybe I should have done the other way around. Okay, wait, let's do it again. Spin the spinner. If it's even, it agrees. It's odd. Flip the coin. If it tells, it wants to do the I know, I kind of tricked myself. I don't know. I feel unsure. Take running start. Flung yourself down first. Okay, we'll get a new coin and flip that coin, and that coin will tell me. Most games and tools. Oh. Interesting. Huh. Minesweeper. Okay, what does this coin say? Okay, we're matching Cam. You made this bed, so now we lie in it. Your bravery is admirable. I won't back down either, you know. So they said, but they did stick one hand over for you to hold, just in case you needed it. Now I want to suck your... I want to suck... I get it. I want... I said vant because I can't read. Want I want to suck you. A coffin slide wasn't a coffin slide without a vampiric threat. Unfortunately, Cameron's shout was dampened by the deluge of pooled water as they zipped through the slide's midpoint at max speed. That was all the warning you got. Before you hit the exact same spot, the ride only got bumpier from there. No thanks to the hysterical laughter that took over you both. Miraculously, you made it to the launch pad without any major disasters. Deja's amused face popped into view above you both soon after. Had your fun? Fun? No, that was genius. Insane genius, but genius nonetheless. Thank you, thank you. And that's a wrap, everyone. Did I turn my mic back on? Okay, I did. Elio clapped his hands together, once for emphasis, grinning despite the apologetic smile on his face. As if on cue, the rain lessened almost instantly, until it was a mere drizzle overhead. It had to be late afternoon by now, at least. As you looked up to check how many clouds still lingered in the sky, you heard Cameron erupt into a series of abrupt sneezes behind you. Bless you. I could go for some soup right now. I'm freezing. Good news, we still have some at the apartment. Oh, okay. I said I would end after the slide, so I guess I'll end here. I mean, I think I'll like soup. They have a lot of stuff to pick up though, but they're probably also very would appreciate some warm soup, you know. Okay, but the options are time for soup, round 2. Maybe the boys would want some. That soup was calling your name. Time to head back to the apartment. Yeah, maybe they would want some soup. I keep forgetting I can't look at the log. Every time you see me like linger down here when it's an option, I'm looking for the log button. I can't help it. This is so funny. This is so funny. It's 'cause I got us group mugs, isn't it? It really is a little curious though to know, like, to wonder a little bit, like, which options did I make did that? I'm I wonder if I could get enough composure and charisma if that just means this whole bottom part will be like orange. Yeah, but this is funny. Alright, I guess we'll go for soup. Should I? Yeah, I said I would wrap up. And I saved, right? I saved. Okay, this is where we saved. I could go, let's see, I could go until 12:30, but I don't think I should. What do we have? Last time I think I went a little over. Yeah, I was a little over last time. Okay, we'll wrap it. We'll call it here, I guess. See, I went over that time too. Okay, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay. Cough, cough, don't look at all those timestamps. Don't look at them. That's not where we are. We're right here. Save one more time. Yeah, we'll probably invite them for soup. So that's what we'll do next week. Next week we'll be back and we'll go for soup. we will ask if the boys want some. Because why not? You know, soup. It's warm. Soup is good after rain. I should have soup after rain one day. I don't know a lot of soups. Oh, the music's not too low, is it? I kind of turned it down because I like hearing the voices. So whenever people talk, I want all the voices to be as loud as possible. Oh, we met the also released a new song. Oh, I wonder if Blurty's still on. Anyway, when I was starting, I saw that Blurty was also starting, and I was like, oh, Blurty's starting. Yeah, okay, I'll wrap here. Yeah, we're fine. We'll wrap here. I saved already, so I can just go to the main menu. I didn't get a new picture, though. We didn't get a picture. We didn't get a picture for the fest. So now I'm gonna have to figure out if there is a picture. I'm sure there's probably a picture for the Spring Fest. There's probably a picture for the. There's probably a picture for the Spring Fest. Is it because I didn't hang out with anyone individually? Yeah, there's gotta be. I think I just missed it. Cause on the page, hang on. On the Steam page, it says, wait. 1 CG per event with variations based on in-game choices. That means I just missed it. Doesn't it? Is my mouse going the wrong way? No. Yes, my mouse is acting weird. Hang on. When I scroll down, it scrolls up. Wait, okay, did it fix? Okay. It was like scrolling down and up, and like it was like stuck on something. Okay, well, I love this picture. Okay, I didn't get the Spring Fest. I'm assuming I just didn't get the Spring Fest picture, probably because of my actions. Dory. So I'll play around with that later, probably. But anyways, thank you for stopping by. If you did, thank you. Keyframes is fun. It's so much fun, and I can't wait to show my sisters what my new stat bar looks like. Trying to see if there's anything else I need to do. Let's see. We are getting so close to finishing our life, beginnings and always. By the way. Monday we'll be back with it, and we will be playing, we will start the end of summer. That's what we'll be doing, because we did both happiness and boating. So all that's left is the end of summer, and then we'll go into Inbetween and step 4, and we'll see how much time that takes us. So based on my calculations, should I change the screen? Hang on, just in case. Boop, boop, and bring it in. Okay, so based on my calculations, there's more calculations. What's today, the 31st? Oh yeah, happy Halloween if you celebrate. So the 31st, Monday I'll be back with the end of summer, step 3 for beginnings and always. Then on Wednesday, we'll be back with Long Live the Queen, which I have plotted out. Where is it? I plotted out my next moves. I plotted out how to start the game this time. I have technically technically 12 weeks planned, but you know, the weeks 11 and 12 are actually they're hopeful, and I don't have anything written down for week 6 because that is based on what my mood will be at the time. But I have weeks 1 through 5 filled in, weeks 7 through 10 filled in. I think those should be accurate. And then we'll figure it out from there. But I also have written down some notes of other things I need to keep in mind. It's a very messy looking page, but our goal is still to, whatever the Breenie ending is. It might be marrying Breenie. I don't know if she can also become a Lumen. That is my goal. If she can become a Lumen, we're going to make her a Lumen to join us on our magical journey. We're going to try to get as much Lumens as we can, actually. This means I'm going to need to have my lore my sense magic? No, my lore. It was lore, right? Lore at like 70 by week 20/21. So far that's not on my plans. Like, I haven't figured out how to do that. But it shouldn't be too hard since I'll have a lot of magic. Anyways, that's other things. And then I feel like I'm playing too many of the same games. So if Potion Craft will probably still be on Thursday, but I also might try a different game just because. Actually, right, I already decided. It depends on if I make another pose or not. Yep. Alright, so that's that. And we will call it wraps here. If I play Potion Craft, I'm working on the first alchemist machine recipe that we have. Yep. But yeah, there we have it. Thanks for watching again. And in the words of Dylan is in trouble.